Welcome everyone. The practice that I'm going to take you through today is called the Surya Namaskaram, the Sun Salutation. So this consists of 12 asanas. This also can be called as a small vinyasa. So Surya Namaskara comes in between the Vyayama and asana. It is not an asana, it is not a Vyayama, it is in between, right? So before your asana practices, you can do Surya Namaskaram. So to warm up your body, give a little stretch so that you will be ready to your asana practices. On the same time, you can do Surya Namaskara every day morning. If you do 12 times Surya Namaskaram, right, it is more than 120 asanas that you are doing in the early morning. But you will not feel that you are doing like 120 asanas because it runs in a nice sequence. So what we will do is, let me demonstrate you the asanas first. So let me demonstrate you the Surya Namaskaram sequence of asanas. Then let me tell you the names of the asanas. Then let's see how we can sync up the breath with the asanas. And finally, we will go one by one asana and see what we can do to improve these asanas. Because certain asanas, it will be a little challenging for you because a certain stiffness in the body. So we will look into that soon, right? So let us get on with the practice. Come to your mat and come to the edge of your mat. We are going to start the Surya Namaskaram. So make sure that you have enough space in front of you, at least your arm's length, right? So I'll take my mat a little bit behind. So we come in the salutation. In Tadasana, what is Tadasana? Keeping the toes together, feet together, knees together, and the body is fully tightened. Stomach in, buttocks in, chest forward. Now we are in Tadasana. Inhale, go up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, Bahir Kumbhaka. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So that is a half a round of Surya Namaskaram practice. Why? Because we took one leg out and took the one leg in. So we have to do the same thing to the other leg as well. Then you call it is one round of Surya Namaskaram, right? So these are the asanas. You are sitting in Tadasana, Namaskaram. Inhale, take your hands up, bend back, keep your hip in the same position, upper spine only bent back with the inhalation. So we call this Hasta Uttana Asana. Now exhale, go forward to Pada Hasta Asana, keep the hands on the side, head to knee. Inhale, take your leg behind, keep it so toes tucked in, knee on the floor, look forward, and this asana we call Ashwa Sanchalana Asana. Then another inhalation, exhale, Tulasana, the plank pose. Now inhale, take your knees down. Exhale, go to Shasanka Asana. So try to keep your feet flat. Shasanka Asana is the rabbit pose. Also we call this Panchanga Namaskaram. Inhale, come up. Bend your elbows, go forward. Exhale, chin on the floor, chest on the floor. Now your breath is outside. We call this Bahir Kumbhaka. Tuck your toes, come up, inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, knees off the floor, looking up. Now exhale, take the bottom up, come to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Inhale again, bend your knees, exhale, flat your feet and come to Shasankasana. Inhale, come up, take your right leg back, so right leg is what we took behind first, and then tuck your left and look forward, Ashwa Sanchalana Asana. So we did an inhalation, now we are going to do exhalation and come to Pada Hastasana. Inhale, take your hands up. So inhalation is rhythmic with your movement and then bend back. Exhale, come to Namaskara Mudra. This is half a round of Surya Namaskaram. We have to do it to the other side as well. So let's go into the asanas one by one. First asana, after we come to this position, we take our hands up and bend back. So when you are bending back, don't try to bend like this. So you keep your spine straight, only the upper part of the spine get curved. This is it, that's all. And when you're doing this, try to keep your hand here, so it was in a namaskaram, and now lock these two fingers, right? So this is enough, like this, right? So we were here, so I'm doing the demonstration seated, so I'm closer to you. So we were in here, inhale, then we exhale to Padahastasana. So initially what you can do is, you can keep two blocks or something here, so that you can keep your hands here, and if you can only bend up to this level, that is sufficient, right? So just go through the Padahastasana video tutorial. You should be able to improve your Padahastasana a little bit, and then we come to, from Padahastasana, we come to Ashwa Sanchalanasana. So when you're coming to Ashwa Sanchalanasana, try to keep the toes tucked, and if possible, just move down a little bit and make sure that these thighs are in one line, right? And then keep your hands here, look forward. And then take the other leg. You know this position, it's called a plank. So body is in one line, feet are together, toes tucked in. And then bend the knees, go down, go back to rabbit pose, Shasankasana or Panchanga Namaskaram, right? Keep your feet flat, try to take the forehead to the floor. From here, you come back again. First bend the elbows and still go forward and keep the chin and the chest on the floor. Inhale, come up. So when you are coming up, it should be harder for some people to come up like this. So coming up, and then slowly take your knees off the floor. Stay here. If you can't come up like this, so what you do is you come up and then take one knee up and the other knee up. And then from here, with a deep exhalation, you go to Adho Mukha Svanasana. So here, if you want, you can keep your feet apart, and then first this level is sufficient, and then take your hands a little more away and try to take your head on the floor with the exhalation. So inhale, exhale, and from here again come to Shasankasana, again come to Ashwa Sanchalana, Pada Hasta Asana, like this, come back, Hasta Uttanasana, Namaskaram. So observe one more round with the breathing, with the asana name and the movement. Namaskaram. Inhale, Hasta Uttanasana. Exhale, Padahastasana. Inhale, take your leg back. Now exhale, take your other leg into Tulasana. Inhale, bend your knees, flat your feet, and then go to Shasankasana, Panchanga Namaskaram, forehead on the floor. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go forward, bend your elbows, chin and chest on the floor, breath is outside. Tuck your toes. Inhale, come up. Lift your knees, look up. Exhale, bottom up, Adho Mukha Svanasana. This is enough, this level is enough. Again, inhale, bend your knees, exhale, flat your feet, and then forehead on the floor. Inhale, take your right leg forward. Exhale, Padahastasana. Inhale, come up, bend back. Exhale, come to Namaskaram in Tadasana. So in here, one more trick that you can do is, if you feel that your balance is moving a little away, you can keep your feet in the V shape. Or you can keep your feet together. But don't keep your feet apart, right? So that is Surya Namaskaram. It's a beautiful practice. So if you can do 12 rounds of Surya Namaskaram early in the morning, which tells you that your stamina is at a very high level. So practice once a day, then practice twice a day. Likewise, improve the practice. So it's a beautiful practice. Try to face the sun early in the morning and do the sun salutation. Thank you very much. Enjoy the practice.